mine to be on this stage ever since I was a little girl, which was 2 months ago.
Number 10. Christopher Walken. We all know that Christopher Walken doesn't take himself very seriously, but that was not the case in 1990. Back then, Walken was known for his dramatic roles in movies, primarily A View to a Kill, The Dead Zone, and especially The Deer Hunter, for which he won an Academy Award. However, he blew SNL fans away on January 20th, 1990, and later became one of the show's most iconic hosts.
I recall the first time I saw you in my Periscope.
He became known for his Continental sketches, where he portrayed a very creepy and perverted man, and the famous Behind the Music sketch where he repeatedly asked for more cowbell.
I'm telling you, fellas, you're gonna want that cowbell on the track.
Walken is now an SNL veteran, having hosted the show 7 times. Number 9. Charles Barkley. Before his stint as an SNL host on September 25th, 1993, no one really knew how Charles Barkley would handle being in front of the camera. Remember, this was 3 years before everyone beheld the beauty that is Space Jam. While he was a master of the basketball court, that didn't mean he'd be comfortable on the stage.
Look, Mom, your favorite, Nirvana.
Luckily, his first appearance was fantastic, and he hosted the show 3 more times.
At Ned's, we know the only thing that can stop a bad roach is a good roach with a gun.
Sure, you can tell he's hella nervous in front of the camera, and his delivery can sometimes be a little awkward, but for a non-actor, he does just fine.
And it's me and Keenan and some other cast members, and he goes, "Keenan, let's go to Atlantic City, man." And Keenan's like, "What?" It's like, "Nah, man, we're blocking the show." He's like, "No, you guys work too hard, man. Let's go."
Number 8. Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper received mainstream recognition with his 2013 mixtape Acid Rap, and 3 years later took home the Grammy for Best Rap with his follow-up Coloring Book. This also led to an SNL hosting gig on November 18th, 2017, easily one of the best episodes of the entire year.
I was the sexiest boy in the 6th grade.
Chance seems to have an inherent skill for comedy, as his delivery and timing were immaculate, particularly during that hilarious sketch where he played an NBA reporter who didn't know a thing about hockey.
But hey, as they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
His ridiculous Steve Harvey impersonation was also on point.
How you doing, player?
What can we say? The man is talented. Number 7. The Rock. No, we do not mean the action movie star Dwayne Johnson. We mean The Rock. That's how far back his hosting duties go.
I'm thirsty. Where the hell's the beer man?
Hey, you jabronis up there in the cheap seats. Keep it down. The Rock is trying to run a show here.
While The Rock was always a tongue-in-cheek personality, non-wrestling fans were certainly apprehensive about having a wrestler doing legitimate comedy. Luckily, he proved to be a ton of fun, and has since become a member of the Five Timers Club.
So I grabbed him a little, and he goes, "You're hurting me, sir." Centrex works.
He is always game, whether he's taking meth for his erectile dysfunction or playing a gun-toting Bambi. And he always makes a joke funny no matter how lame or dark it may be.
Where is my lawyer?
Cool out, hot ball.
Oh, such is the power of a great comedic actor. Number 6. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is an undeniably talented musician and songwriter, but her acting leaves a lot to be desired. Have you seen Valentine's Day? Gugh. That being said, she was a surprisingly great host for the night of November 7th, 2009.
I like glitter and sparkly dresses, but I'm not gonna talk about that in my monologue.
Her little goofy monologue song was a thing of beauty, and she managed to be hilariously self-deprecating and snarky. She also showed off some killer impressions of Kate Gosselin, Shakira, and Bella Swan.
Hey, Lomax.
So you're hanging with Philip Frank now?
What do you have against the Franks?
Yeah, this was back when making fun of Twilight was still funny. She hasn't hosted since then, but we certainly wouldn't mind if her first go was any indication. Number 5. Alec Baldwin. To see Alec Baldwin's first hosting gig, we must travel all the way back to the year 1990. By that time, Baldwin was primarily known as a dramatic actor, having appeared in the soap opera Knots Landing, and movies like Great Balls of Fire and The Hunt for Red October. His only major comedic role was that of Adam in Beetlejuice. Fortunately, his comedic talents were also ideal for live television.
Timon and Pumbaa
Of course, their motto was Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase, Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze. It's a problem-free philosophy, Hakuna Matata.
His gig proved immensely successful, and he's since hosted the show a record 17 times.
Wrong. Overruled.
President Trump, that's enough.
He's also recently gained national acclaim for his impersonation of Donald Trump, even though those were mostly cameos. Number 4, Kristen Stewart. We're sure Kristen Stewart is a lovely person, but it's no secret that audiences were dreading her hosting gig. Even though she can be a good actor, she's primarily known for portraying the endlessly boring and dull Bella Swan. And she is quite a jittery and quiet person, which doesn't exactly lend itself to live comedy. That said, she was a surprisingly great host.
I should bring these out. No, stay with me. What about my hungry guys? What are you hungry for?
Sure, she was still her fidgety self, but her Totino sketch was sexy as hell, and the Family Feud sketch was hilarious.
Oi, and Tudo Ben, I love the American Super Bowl where millions of people come together to watch TV and eat this garbage.
Oh, and who could forget the majesty that was her accidental and adorable F-bomb?
We've got a great show, and I totally care that I'm here because it's the coolest thing ever. Oh. Oh my God, and I'm sorry, and unless your car is also here.
Her episode was pure entertainment, and really, what more can we ask for? Number 3, Peyton Manning. There's no denying it. Professional athletes can be awful hosts. Luckily, Peyton Manning was one of the good ones.
Open. Get open. What? Get your head out of your ass.
On March 24th, 2007, audiences could have been forgiven for expecting another painful show starring a stiff and too serious athlete. But Manning was game for some truly outrageous skits, and surprised everyone with his charisma and comedic timing.
The new Mercedes 550, a meatloaf lover's dream.
His United Way skit is still fondly remembered, and he proved to be at least a double threat with his dancing abilities. Peyton Manning may be the funniest athlete to have ever graced Saturday Night Live, even though we admit that is not the highest praise around. Number 2, Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande had appeared as a musical guest before hosting on March 12, 2016. Defying expectations regarding the young diva pop star's comedic hosting skills, she silenced critics with a truly memorable performance.
It's been a dream of mine to be on this stage ever since I was a little girl, which was 2 months ago.
She started well by singing about her future scandals, before delivering some incredible vocal impressions of various artists like Rihanna, Shakira, and Britney Spears.
Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have that.
Her spot-on impersonation of the annoyingly relatable Jennifer Lawrence was also a huge hit, and one of the standout moments of the night.
Jennifer! I'm just like a snackaholic. I mean, I love Pringles. If no one's looking, I'll eat like a whole can. Like every day is my cheat day, you know what I mean?
Oh, how annoyingly relatable.
With this episode, we realized that Ariana Grande is just as funny as she is talented. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Now, what does an oil baron do? The answer? Crush your enemies! Grind their bones into dirt!
So you can focus on what matters most. Life.
Papal security made sure my future was bright.
Everyone these days keeps talking about Chris Pratt and Ryan Gosling and frickin' Liam from the Hungry Games. I just needed to know, does anyone still find little old C. Hemi attractive? Am I still a hunk?
Number 1, Justin Timberlake. When fans first heard that NSYNC's Justin Timberlake would be hosting the show on October 11th, 2003, many let out a collective groan.
It's Justin.
Justin.
They expected a spoiled, sanitized, and awkward musical megastar who thought he was above the cast. We're looking at you, Bieber. So imagine our surprise when JT became one of the best SNL hosts ever. He's now hosted the show 5 times and made countless cameos, with Dick in a Box becoming one of the most popular skits in the show's history.
1. Cut a hole in a box. 2. Put your junk in that box. 2. Make her open the box. And that's the way you do it. It's my in a box.
He's effortlessly funny, game for anything and shares a palpable chemistry with the cast. When JT is on, you know it's gonna be a good one.